from WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News at 6 with breaking news.
We do begin with that breaking news. It is out of Bellbrook. We had this a little bit minutes ago at 5, but here's the latest. A dive team is currently in the water in a pond in the 4000 block of East Briggs Road. Again, this is in Bellbrook. Dispatch confirming to us now that a vehicle is in the pond. You see here, these pictures come to us from a 2 News viewer on the scene, and we appreciate that person passing those along. You can see the vehicle is completely submerged, or so it appears, just a few inches of the tail of the vehicle showing out of the surface of the water. We do have a crew there gathering information, gathering video. Of course, we'll have a live update from them as soon as we can. But again, the breaking news as we begin 2 News at 6, a vehicle in the water in Bellbrook, and a rescue is now underway. And of course, complicating that situation for the people in the vehicle and the rescue teams, the weather, that water has got to be cold because the cold weather has returned.
Yeah, cold outside as well, and it will be for the weekend as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis.
Yes, suddenly the winter weather has found us now that we're heading toward mid-March. Right now we're looking at least a dry radar scope on live Doppler 2 HD. No problems with any precipitation tonight, but the air temperature right now 22 degrees colder than it was at this time yesterday when we were in the 50s. So we are in the 30s tonight, and those temperatures are continuing to fall. And because of the cold temperatures moving back in, I'll put the winter weather index at low. Unseasonably cold temperatures are settling in for tonight and right on through the weekend, and eventually early next week we'll see a chance of some snow coming back. Here's your forecast this evening. Mostly clear skies at 7 o'clock, 29 degrees. Then we should go generally clear here through about 10 o'clock. Head down to the mid-20s. Still a northwest wind 10 to 20, but that will diminish later on this evening. I'll have your complete Storm Team 2 forecast coming up for the weekend just minutes from now.
Okay, Brian, thank you. And the unusually mild winter weather that we had been experiencing, followed by now these extreme cold temperatures, may cause some crop damage for growers.
2 News reporter Chalisa Gordon is working for you to see how you can save as well the plants and fruit trees where you are.
Mark and Katie, the warm weather we experienced in December, January, and February means some trees bloom faster than expected. And now experts are saying with the cold weather we're expecting this weekend and the threat of frost could mean disaster.
There's going to be definitely problems. We're having our February and March. We had our March in February.
Advice from a man who's been in the nursery business for more than 50 years. Over 1,000 fruit trees arrived at the North Dayton Garden Center this week, including peach trees like this one that have already developed thanks to Mother Nature and the weather roller coaster this season.
No doubt, I think there will be a problem with some peaches, depending on what part of the valley they're located in. Whatever you've got out in your yard that came into bloom last week, if you don't cover them up, you probably will have a problem with them later. And tonight and tomorrow night would be a great time to get out the bed sheets and the burlap and packaged material that can be used to cover trees. It's going to be critical.
If trees and plants bud too early, the frost could kill the buds. And without buds, the trees and vines bear no fruit. He says it's a one-shot deal.
So there will be some problems. A lot of stuff is popping up out of the ground. It'd be a good idea to mulch it up a little bit if you've got mulch on the ground. Bring it up around your perennials and your plants that look like they're really coming up good, and that'll protect them. Weather is weather. You can't control it, so you just have to watch the weather.
He says the flip-flop temperatures continue. That means there could be fewer fruits, which also means there could be higher prices in the produce aisle. Live in Dayton, Chalisa Gordon, 2 News, working for you.
And the murder trial continues today of Sean Smith, one of 3 people accused in the death of 13-month-old Elijah Johnson. The toddler died in the crossfire between 2 men, Sean Smith and Isaiah Smith. The defense for Sean Smith claims he acted in self-defense when the shootout occurred back in January. Today, 3 officers and a neighbor took the stand to describe the scene that took the life of young Elijah.
I was pulling off. I heard some gunshots. And a lot of them. More than one? Yeah.
Sean Smith has pleaded not guilty to the charges that he faces.
New information in a Dayton homicide case. 31-year-old Muhammad Shabazz Ali, a.k.a. Robert Woodrow Ford, has been indicted on 24 counts with death penalty specifications for the shooting deaths of 3 people in August 2016. Ali was previously convicted in 1988 of voluntary manslaughter and served 10 years in prison for that crime. He remains in the Montgomery County Jail and is set to be arraigned on March 14th.
A Dayton police officer injured during a recent traffic stop issued a statement today to bring us up to date on how he's doing. Byron Branch still recovering after being hit outside his cruiser back in December on I-75. It was very icy that night, you recall. He did lose a leg as a result of the crash and has released this statement now thanking the community for its support. Branch says in part, quote, "The outpouring of support and prayers has been inspiring to us with all the negative things you see about police officers. To get hundreds of cards from people who had to take the time to write a personal message and to find the address and then to send it. It's been an amazing experience. It is humbling to see how eager people are to do something nice for someone they don't even know. It makes me want to pay that kindness forward," end quote. Branch expected to get back to work with the Dayton Police Department sometime soon. If you'd like to read that statement in full, you can find it. We posted it for you on our website, WDTN.com.
UD Flyers had a disappointing loss today in Pittsburgh.
And a shorter visit than they planned. They were the #1 seed, of course, in the A-10 tournament, but made an early exit today, being upset by Davidson this afternoon. 2 Sports Director Jack Pohl live in Pittsburgh with reaction from a disappointed Flyer team.
Well, Mark, it is a stunning loss to Davidson in the quarterfinals of the Atlantic 10 tournament for the top-seeded Flyers as they are already on their way back to Dayton. While this is a hard pill to swallow, head coach Archie Miller still fully expects his team to get a phone call and to be announced come Selection Sunday at the end of this weekend.
Yeah, I'm always anxious. I'm always have high anxiety. I think the committee has shown that, sometimes they don't respect the league or leagues as much as maybe they should, but I think our individual resume as it stacks up to the field is good enough to be in it, and I feel like we'll have our name called.
All right, coming up in 2 Sports in just a few minutes, a complete recap of this afternoon's game plus more post-game reaction. For now, reporting live at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, I'm Jack Pohl. Let's send it back to you.
And of course, with a Friday noon tip, UD students, fans, and staff packed area businesses to have some lunch, watch the highly anticipated game today. Certainly not the outcome we were all hoping for, but now Flyer fans, as Jack mentioned, turning their sights to Selection Sunday to see where UD will end up playing in the upcoming NCAA tournament, because that's what it's all about, preparing now and hoping for a deep tournament run.
It's tough here. You really feel it here. Lots of alumni back at the bar. Moving forward, looking ready for the tournament. Hoping we're going to draw, 8, 9, or 10 seed and ready to really get after it. A lot of energy here at UD, and we're really stoked for this tournament.
And of course, it all begins with the first 4, which tips off Tuesday night right here in Dayton at UD Arena. Will likely not include the Flyers. They'll be playing likely somewhere else on either Thursday or Friday. And for a complete look at the upcoming tournament, along with our first 4 coverage, which continues into next week, check again the website, WDTN.com. Well, coming up, just a shocking turn of events. Vandalia Butler Schools mourning the loss of their school board president after he died suddenly today at the UD game in Pittsburgh.
Plus, the Dayton Library hosting a new event to help women in business. We'll take you there.
A local Board of Education member died unexpectedly today while attending the UD basketball game in Pittsburgh. Bruce Zucker, in fact, was the president of the Vandalia Butler School Board. The district says they learned of his passing just after 12:30 p.m. today. The school says it has a plan to help staff and students cope with the loss, but have no further information, of course, at this time, how it might affect the future of the board. They'll deal with that later. In a statement, the school says Mr. Zucker's passing is an unimaginable tragedy for this family, our district, and the entire Vandalia Butler community. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Zucker family at this time of grief and healing. Mr. Zucker has been an important part of this community for many years and has touched many people's lives.
Some women in Dayton heard an inspiring message today. The Dayton Metro Library teamed up with SCORE and the Chamber of Commerce for an event to help women entrepreneurs. Now, SCORE provides advice and training to small business owners. The CEO of Balance Back spoke about her inspirational journey from being homeless to running a medical device company.
The purpose of this event is to bring successful female entrepreneurs into an audience setting with women who are in business or interested in being in business so that they can learn from the success and inspiration of others.
This is a new program in Dayton. Organizers hope to meet 3 to 4 more times a year to focus on helping women in business. You can contact your local library branch for more information.
Well, coming up, they're known as the Cowbell Mafia. We've done stories on them in the past. They're now being recognized by the state of Ohio. We will tell you about their award.
Plus, a big honor today recognizing the great contribution of one man to our community.
Unseasonably cold temperatures will be around right on through the weekend. How low the mercury drops is just minutes away in the Storm Team 2 weekend forecast.
A major honor handed out earlier today in downtown Dayton. The executive director of Agape for Youth, Stephen Gieb, received the Raymond L. Fitz Award, named, of course, for the legendary former UD president. The award honors someone who exemplifies dedication to protecting children and families with daily efforts in our community. Gieb has been providing foster care, adoption, and reunification services for the past 30 years.
This is easily one of the biggest awards I've ever received. You know, so I mean, it's that affirmation, recognition, and such. But to be part of that legacy of Brother Ray Fitz, that's beyond measure. It really is.
You are correct. The 17th year this award has been handed out.
Something else to cheer about. We first told you about the Cowbell Mafia during football season. It's a group of fans from St. Mary's. They gained attention when they started to support Trotwood Madison. Well, after seeing the team didn't really have a lot of support on road games, we took notice, and then so did the state of Ohio. The group has since received recognition from Ohio's House of Representatives as being outstanding ambassadors for the city of St. Mary's. They were also awarded the Frank C. Murray Ambassador Award by the St. Mary's Chamber of Commerce.
And speaking of football, looking ahead to the opening of a brand new stadium. Oakwood Schools will dedicate Lane Stadium tomorrow at 9 a.m. That new facility will be the home to not only lumberjack football, but field hockey, lacrosse, soccer, and the track teams will also be used to host several community events. The stadium cost $4 million to build, with the majority of those funds raised through community donations.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis and your Storm Team 2 forecast.
All right, here's our forecast. We'll see mostly clear skies at 7 o'clock, 29 degrees, clear conditions at 9 and 11 as temperatures head down into the low 20s by late this evening. And we'll be in the teens tomorrow morning, 18 degrees at 8 o'clock. A few more clouds return past midnight, 27 at noon and 31 at 5 o'clock. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, just a few peaks of sunshine. We're looking at some clearing this evening with those clouds returning later on as we get back to partly cloudy skies. Cold weather all weekend long, more like midwinter than almost mid-March. We are seeing that Arctic air that's been up in Canada, bitterly cold up here. That cold air seeping southward into the northern tier of the country, so a lot of teens to our north, and that's the cold air that's headed down in our direction. We will see the possibility of some wintry precipitation. Some snow could be returning, especially later Monday and Tuesday, and even some lingering snow showers possible into Wednesday. Our low temperatures tonight, about 15 up north at Toledo, 16 Lima, will be around 17 degrees, 15 over in Columbus as those clouds move in. Not quite as cold to our west and south down towards Cincinnati, about 21. But look at the highs tomorrow, only around the freezing mark for us. Below freezing in our northern counties, low to mid-30s as you head south of town. And then Sunday morning, once again, dropping down into the teens. A lot of mid and upper teens out there on that weather map come Sunday morning. Skies clearing out tonight on the SVG Chevrolet camera. Just a few high, thin clouds and a couple of scattered fair weather cumulus clouds. It won't be around much longer. Live Doppler 2 HD tonight, checking out the dry weather here in the Miami Valley. Still some snow showers northeast of us in northeast Ohio, also up into the upper Great Lakes, and there's that cold northwest flow of air. Even though we have snow west of us, this is mostly going to be tracking southwest of us over the weekend as that Arctic high pressure area builds in, keeping our temperatures well below normal. We're down to the freezing mark in Dayton, northwest wind at 20 miles per hour. That's making it feel like 20 degrees. Our weather checkers tonight, low to mid-30s. Don up in Sydney, 33. Lowell Miller in Greenville at 32. Still some mid-30s. Bill Telsero looking at that 36-degree number tonight. Hope Kolke also in the mid-30s. Snow showers die out. Will be clear this evening. Then we'll see a few more clouds return to the area. That cold Arctic air building in for Saturday and into Sunday. There's that snow to the south and west of us in southern Illinois and southern Indiana. It looks like we'll see a lot more sunshine around the area on Sunday. Don't forget, it's time to turn those clocks ahead when we get to the weekend, Saturday night and Sunday morning, but at least we'll see plenty of sunshine into Sunday evening. It'll just feel like winter. Here's your forecast tonight, mostly clear this evening, then partly cloudy skies. Northwest winds 10 to 20, dropping off to 5 to 10 miles per hour. A mostly cloudy day tomorrow, maybe a little hazy sunshine, high up around the freezing mark. 23 at 10 o'clock, 27 degrees at noon. Will be around the freezing mark in the afternoon. 29 at 6 o'clock. Back down into those teens Sunday morning with a high of 33. And then finally on Monday, that chance of snow headed our way. Highs will be into the upper 30s. And then colder on Tuesday. Still could see some snow around the area on Tuesday. Some snow showers still possible Wednesday. Morning lows drop into the teens again Wednesday and Thursday. But then finally after that, we'll start to see temperatures moderating, perhaps at least back up to the 50s by Friday.
Feel better, yeah.
That will feel a lot better, but at least for the next 6 days, a lot of cold weather out there.
Yeah, Brent, thanks.
All right, as promised, an update for you now on the breaking news in Bellbrook, where a vehicle has gone into a pond.
2 News reporter Ethan Fitzgerald live on the scene with the update.
Guys, I'm out here on Bridge Street in Sugar Creek Township, where we have multiple emergency response crews from all over the area, including Wright Pat. It looks like we just had one of the water crews come out the back. It is very hard to see what's going on in the water area. We have high fences on each side. Authorities are asking us to keep our distance. They also have driven in more fire rescue vehicles to kind of block off the scene. Lots of residents around here in the community wondering what's going on. Of course, we have reports that a car is in there, but upon just looking around the scene, we don't see any sort of crash damage that went through one of these fences. But as I'm looking down there right now, we have a very small window. It looks like there are still water rescue crews down in the water area behind this house on Briggs Street. And that's about as much as we know right now. We just got here, and there's been no official information given out at this time. We'll be sure to keep track of this story for you. We'll be here all night. Live here in Sugar Creek Township, Ethan Fitzgerald, 2 News, working for you.
2 Sports, powered by Ford.
In the Atlantic 10 quarterfinals, the Flyers found out that a cornered Wildcat can be a tough thing to tame. Davidson played with the sense of urgency it needed, and so right now some disappointed Flyer fans are heading back from Pittsburgh. Sports Director Jack Pohl is still in the Steel City and joins us with reaction.
Thanks a lot, Hutch. So it's one and done for the Flyers, and today it was a slow start that made it an uphill battle all afternoon against Davidson. The Flyers came out cold in this one, hitting just 9 of 28 shots in the first half. Here it's Scoochie Smith finding Kendall Pollard for the flush, but the Flyers trailed by a dozen at the break. Second half, Dayton opened up on a 10-2 run. Charles Cook fires away from 3. It'll bounce in, plus the foul for a 4-point play, and the Wildcats' lead was cut to 4. It was a close battle the rest of the way. Pollard leans off the glass for 2 more of his 12 points on the night. That made it a 1-point game. Then it's Scoochie Smith burying the 3-pointer, and the game was tied at 60. 2 minutes to go, now tied at 62. Charles Cook drains the 3-pointer, and UD was out in front, 65-62. But the Wildcats would regain a 1-point lead late when Jack Gibbs drains the 3-pointer, plus the foul. Gibbs scored 34 to lead Davidson to an upset win over the top-seeded Flyers, 73-67.
We've just lost an edge about us defensively, which has cost us here in the back 6-7 games. We were winning a lot of them, so it's kind of hard to tell. But we're spotting teams 15 points, getting down 13 points, and it's hard to claw your way out of it.
Last few games, we kind of been in the slump as far as coming out strong and not getting down, letting teams get a lead on us. So around this time of the year, it just can't happen.
So it's tough for the Flyers. Back-to-back losses heading into Selection Sunday. What's once looked to be a lock, and I do think they'll get in. No doubt Dayton will be a little nervous. Reporting live from PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, I'm Jack Pohl. Hutch, let's send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Jack. Again in the final, it's Davidson 73, Dayton 67. The Flyers will now await the NCAA tournament pairings, which will be announced on Sunday beginning at 5:30. No surprise here, I suppose. Miami is letting go of both of its head basketball coaches. In 5 seasons with the Redhawks, John Cooper's record was 59-100, including 29-59 in Mid-American Conference play. Women's coach Cleve Wright also handed a pink slip. Wright guided the Lady Redhawks for 4 seasons and had a record of 35-87. Miami University Athletic Director David Saylor says a national search for both vacancies is now underway. Considering the Steelers were interested in getting this guy, today's re-signing of cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick should be viewed as a very positive thing for the Bengals. A first-round pick in 2012, Kirkpatrick has played in 63 of the last 64 games for Cincinnati. The 25-year-old DB had 3 interceptions last season, which tied for the team lead. Terms of Dre Kirkpatrick's new 5-year contract have not been released, but it's reportedly worth $10 million a season, and the Browns expected to let Robert Griffin III go.
Yeah, you kind of, with the Osweiler deal, you kind of saw that one coming.
It would have cost him about $750,000 to keep him.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast. Let's get a final look at our forecast.
All right, this evening those temperatures will be dropping into and through the 20s. Yeah, I know it's March, but looks like winter's back. Northwest winds 10 to 20, wind chill factors in the teens, but the winds will at least drop off to 5 to 10 by late evening.
Okay, Brian, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here on 2 News at 6 o'clock. We hope to see you tonight at 10 over on Dayton CW and right back here at 11.
Up next, NBC Nightly News. Take care. Good night.